If you're planning on going on a vacation this year, Cape Town is that place you don't want to skip. Have you ever woken up and just decided to revisit a certain era of your life? Well, I decided to take myself back to my short hair girl era. Growing up, I embraced short hair with so much grace. It made me feel very comfortable and beautiful. As a child and as a teenager, I rocked short hair with a lot of confidence. Well, I know a lot of people associate haircuts with depression, heartbreaks, and rebellion when it comes to religion. But my journey back to short hair was a nostalgic nod to my past, to just celebrate the memories and experiences that shaped me. The barber man had to ask me multiple times if I was sure of my decision, and I was like, bro, just do it. So let's get into it. From Egoli, we set off on an epic road trip to Cape Town. In South Africa, you often come across people referring to Johannesburg as Egoli. That is a place of God in Sesotho language. As usual, I slept my way through the trip from Johannesburg to Cape Town, and we were in the Western Cape already. This was peak season and I made sure to book my accommodation way early for the best deals. My strategy to avoid getting bored on road trips is to make sure I have my best playlist on and a lot of snacks and water. Cape Town is a beautiful part of South Africa with a lot of vegetation, farms, mountains, beaches, and a lot of activities that you can do. On this particular trip, I was not chasing adventure. I had come to relax in Cape Town, enjoy the beautiful views. This was my second time visiting Cape Town, and most of the places I visited felt very nostalgic. But for this trip, I came particularly for certain things that I enjoyed the first time I visited and trying different things that I did not do on my first trip. I highly recommend visiting a destination twice or thrice to really get a good experience out of it. Because trust me, the first time you will make some mistakes, but the second time makes it more fun and relatable. I ran straight to the beach as soon as we arrived in Cape Town, and this beach was overlooking the beautiful Table Mountain. And it's so funny how when this mountain is covered by clouds, people refer to the clouds as a tablecloth to the mountain. The Camps Bay Eatery is known for its cute and lively atmosphere. Be sure to try Grill House and Fish Market for mouth-watering meals. For a day packed with sightseeing, the best option would be visiting the Hood Bay. The Hood Bay offers a variety of scenery to enjoy. Hood Bay is a fishing harbor and it has amazing seafood. This harbor also has a beach where you can swim or just enjoy the waves of the water. This is probably a sign for you to book that trip. Trust me, just the sight of these waves and mountains calms your soul. I am that girl who tries her best to make the most of her vacations by visiting as many places as possible. So from this Hood Bay, the next closest attraction was the Chapman's Peak Drive, which was 8 kilometers from the harbor, which is approximately 15 minutes from the Hood Bay. On your next trip to Cape Town, be ready to be amazed by these stunning views, mountains overlooking the ocean, and a view of the beach from afar. To drive and enjoy the sight of the Chapman's Peak, you pay a toll depending on the vehicle that you have. That Sunday, I had a farewell date with my friend from Zimbabwe who was leaving Cape Town. Am I the only one who enjoys being alone by the poolside? I get to be awkward, clumsy, and utterly entertained by my own company. At this point, I would like to believe I can never really have a solo trip. So on this day, I was meeting up with my university colleague. They reached out to me that we should meet up and catch up. Just as my haircut brought me back to teenagehood and childhood, so did the swing. It was through this trip that I met my Victoria Falls business strategist friend that I met on Instagram. We decided to explore the V&A waterfront together. The V&A waterfront has a lot of notable similarities with the Sydney Harbour in Australia. It also has similarities with the Baltimore Harbour in the United States. If you're fortunate enough, you can experience an African shore by the V&A waterfront. Be kind enough to leave a tip for my African fellows and make sure you trash your leader in the right cans. The V&A waterfront is huge and it also has an aquarium, which is a kids-friendly place. My new friend and I hopped onto the big wheel at the waterfront. I had last been on such a ride when I was 10 years old. This trip really took me back to my childhood when I would write a very interesting essay about how my holiday went. I love how I instantly connect with September babies. Apparently, my new friend is a September baby and we had a lot of fun together. When the water's all blue. My new friend did her magic and we got ourselves a discounted rate on this wheel. The Camps Bay accommodation views are similar to those of California. If you're into real estate, I believe Capetown is worth an investment. On the following day, we went to the beach. I'm sure nothing can ever make me hate fries. I always love to explore the hidden gems of a city. So instead of going to the Camps Bay, we went to the Clifton Beach. On the next day, I visited the strawberry farm. The first time I visited this farm, I was very anxious about my high school results. So I came back years later to enjoy the experience. My favorite activity on this trip was the wine tasting in Stellenbosch. It's never a dull moment in Cape Town. There's a lot to do, depending on the type of person you are and the mood. Durbanview Hills is a beautiful spot for wine tasting. If you have toddlers and still want to go out to play with kids your age, you can go to this place because they have a very comfortable kids section.
This is cheapo. This is my first drink.
If you want to take some wine home, they also sell bottles. I don't know about you guys, but I think this place is cute enough to be a wedding venue. As I mentioned earlier, this trip was not adrenaline oriented. It was more of a relaxation vacation, connecting with nature and just enjoying the good vibes. Before leaving Cape Town, I made sure I visited the Strand beach. 6 years ago, I ruined my phone whilst chasing a wave on this particular beach. But the nostalgia and the thrill of the moment still make it an experience I would want to repeat over and over again. Make sure you add Cape Town to your bucket list. Thank you for watching.